What's going on, Tiger Tran Clan? Today we're coming at you with a game that is still in early access. It's called Kenshi, and it's a really cool game. What happens is you take control of either a single person or squad, and you try to survive in this post-apocalyptic world with different. There's a whole bunch of different races. So I'll show you. There's like these hive guys, which are, living bugs. There's the Shek, who are this warrior race. They've got the skeletons, which are basically an animatronic race, and they're all trying to survive in this post-apocalyptic world. And it's a time when guns don't exist anymore. They've gone back to the old martial skills. If you've ever seen the television show Badlands, it kind of reminds me of that, but a little bit more gritty. And you're trying to survive, and there's all these different threats. There's these cannibals, there are Zerg-like creatures, there's wild animals, there's bandits, there's slavers. It's a really cool organic world, and there's traders that are rolling about, and you get to set up a base. You mine, you farm. It's really cool. I really enjoy this game a lot, and I thought I would show you guys the character creation for the first episode here. I went ahead and created the other characters that are going to be partying with you, but I thought I'd show you how you can have control over this with these different things like cannibals, Greenlanders are your basic people. And I think that's what I'm gonna roll with because the other, this is me. This is my main character, so I'm gonna model them after myself. So what's cool is you got the different stances they can take. I like this one. This is how I would stand in real life. Oh wait, no. They've got this like hilarious one. Look at this. This is like the ninja stance. You'll see that later. Like, look at this one, man. Could you imagine if you had posture like this, dude? Your spinal cord would snap in half. It's really straight up Quasimodo style. Oofta. All right, so we're gonna go with this one here. We're gonna make it. I have a darker complexion, and you can control your height. I'm 6 foot, so make myself a little bit bigger. Wider frame. What's this? Oh my gosh! Look at the shenanigans. Looks like something out of like a horror movie. Oh my gosh. I when I played this my first time, I didn't play with this as much. I kind of hit randomize and if it kind of looked like what I liked. I stuck with it. Oh, it's so interesting. Neck position. Interesting. Arm length. Oh wait, no, this is leg length. All right. Shoulders. I do work out. Oh man. Dang, you can make these people ridiculous. Look at this. Bagow! It reminds me of the people who inject that weird fluid into their arms. There's like a big trend that's kind of going on now where people are. I like chest day. Chest is my favorite. We're working on getting them. There we go. Those average. I don't skip leg day. Gotta hit the leg day. This is so cool. I love how much customization there is. Those feet just look disproportionate, but those hands look huge. Cool. I'm more toned than this. Hmm. Is there like a toning thing? It might just be the way he's standing. Cool. Then you can go in and they have a bunch of different face templates. Let's see which one looks the closest. Ugh. Ugh. All right. Oh yeah, because they had skin tone, and we did play with this. I got me some tan going on. Wow, this is so interesting. The faces. These faces. This is the one that looks most normal. I'm gonna stick with this one. The only thing for me I'm really gonna monkey with is probably the nose width. It doesn't look like they have eye color or anything like that. When I was going through the system before. So that's good enough. The big thing I really want is just hair. Oh my goodness. I was trying to remember which one because they got a lot of different hairstyles. I'll switch up so you guys can see them a little bit because it looks like the guys and the girls. Hey, this is kind of curly. This kind of looks like mine. Oh wow, but mine's darker. I got black hair. Hey, that's close enough. Cool. All right, so this will be El Tigre Train. All right. Doesn't like to use my shift button. And we will export just in case the game crashes. Because it still is in early access. There's still issues at times. But that's me. Let's go. All right, and the other characters I created are people who watch the channel, but other also people I know. So this is my waifu. Oh, it's all up in the face mode. I gave her the good posture. She actually sits with really good posture. I wish I could make her skin not look like, but I guess it is. It's kind of supposed to be you're in the desert, the sun's been beating on you. You get kind of like the weird sunburny kind of look. I think that's intentional. And then I did my bro. So this is Valak, and I put him in the ninja pose because he's gonna be part of my warrior squad. My waifu, she is. This is kind of actually like her in real life. She likes cooking. She likes science. She's got her master's in biology. And so I was like, dang. So I think for her and myself, we will be more of the base infrastructure. Uh, we'll probably then make Valak a warrior, as well as someone who mines resources, so that way we can. So there's stone in this game, iron, and copper. And those are the materials you need to craft weapons, buildings, bases. So he's going to be doing that because him and Son of a Zitch are my warrior crew, as well as our last character, which I'll show you in a bit. So I made him Sheks. They got great combat stats here: toughness, attack, and strength. They, aren't as good in the dexterity. They're not stealthy people. They're the warrior race, which is pretty cool. And then someone who subscribes to the stream and is really cool, uh, Emeretta, she is going to also be some of our base infrastructure. She likes anime, so I made her as close to like an Asian character as possible. I gave her the cool. It reminds me of like all the cool anime where they have the cool purple hairstyle, so I did that for her. And then last is someone who also subscribes to the channel, but he's also my cousin, and I made him the Hive Soldier. These guys are really cool. They have probably the highest health in the game, and I was thinking this game is brutal. The combat is intense. You get outnumbered, especially early on, and also because I increased the amount of hives, which is the cluster of enemies. So we're probably going to run into a lot of bad dudes, and that's going to be a bummer. So that's why I focused my crew half warriors and then the other half on people who were, more base building oriented, because I think what we want to do is try to get a base online as soon as possible so we can start crafting at least some non super noob items, start making some money, start trying to increase the squad size, because you can get overrun in this game so easily. You have to have walls, you got to have defenses, because there's this one faction that I was telling you about earlier, or the cannibals, and they'll swarm you with like 40 guys, and they're tough. And unless you really start to put some stuff online early, from a defensive spectrum, they can easily overwhelm you. And then when they capture you, there's permadeath in this game. They can eat you and kill you. It's pretty crazy brutal. Wapa, wapa. This is a really cool faction, dude. I love these hive guys. But he will be someone who is very important in protecting our base. It looks like I didn't look at all of this, but it does look like, yeah, he's good at attacking. He's got a ton of HP, because the standard HP for a human is 100, but there are weaker hive guys which are more for like learning, like the prince and stuff like that. They have 75 HP, and that just means how much damage you take before you get knocked unconscious, or your limbs get crippled. So if your right arm takes whatever your health pool's damage maximum is, it will basically become crippled and you can't use that arm. So it limits your defense, your offense. Same thing, like if the leg gets injured, then you lose your ability to move at maximum speed. It's a really cool game, really well thought out. I've enjoyed this game a lot. And with that, we will jump into it. Bam. So where did they start us? This is always really important. Thankfully, because certain factions hate certain races. It's really cool. There's like racism in this game. Oh, this might be a really good place to actually start, because I remember there's a bandit camp close. I wonder, can I man these, you think? Hmm. Well, so one way of making money early on in this game is to fight bandits. And you can not only Oh, that's water. Not only can you fight bandits, but you can pull the bandit hordes into like a camp, and these guys will help you fight because they hate bandits as well. So if I put my guys up here in these crossbow turrets and I pulled some dudes in, they would level up, start fighting, doing some damage, and we could then take their gear and sell it to the merchant that lives in here. We did start off with some basic things because we are the settler build. So if you look at this, I have some backpacks, I have some building materials here, iron plates. So Gohan is food. I've got some fabric. This is what you use to make beds. But then these are your building materials. Those are for houses, all sorts of things. So let's take a look at this. So, oh, that's cool. So we all start with, so it looks like they give you at least enough starting materials to build a farm and get it online to where you can start planting some basic crops. That's pretty cool. Okay, so right now what I'm doing is I'm looking at weight. So you see that total weight is different for every person because it's based upon your strength stat. And it looks like for some reason, why do you have the lowest strength? I don't know why this is. It might just be randomly generated, but I kind of want to put the backpack on Quan because he has way higher strength. So he'll be way less encumbered by having this on him. So this does reduce your combat skills. You can see these down here. Holy moly, look at that. Wait, what? You see this? He has a bounty on his head from the Holy Nation. Oh, wow. I don't know. I wonder if that's just because he's the bug race. I don't know. Dang, 20K bounty if you turn them in. Okay, so this means that we have to stay. We can never take Quan anywhere near the Holy Faction because they will attack him. They will take him, and I think you can bail him out or pay off the bounty later on in the game. But I think what we'll probably have him do is stay at home and defend the premises. That'll probably be his main role because dang man, he started off with some really good attack stats. I'm just taking a quick look at everybody else. All right, so it does look like it's somewhat randomly generated. Okay, so now the question becomes, do we look around and try and figure out a nice place to set up a base first, or do we go and fight bandits and try to get our skill up a little bit and make a little bit of cash money? Hmm, I think what we'll do is we'll stick together for now, and we are going to run in here. So these are like the different factions. It looks like there's a shinobi faction here. Yeah, shinobi thieves. So you can join the Shinobi Guild in the future. So this guy's a tech hunter, so that means he'll roam the world looking for. He'll be looking for technology. So he'll be looking for ruins to go and explore, and that's something we'll be doing later as well, as soon as we have the base set up, because you need these special books for researching. So this guy is diplomatic. What's a pacifier? That's cool. I wonder if he's literally walking around pacifying people. All right, so we'll use Volok to talk to the Sheks because they will react better to him because he is Shek. All right, looks like it's still spawning in the world and everyone to their paths. Okay, there we go. So let's click him. Because I'm ever need some help smoothing things over with the Shek Kingdom, you know where to find me. Oh, that's cool. So that's like if you hurt your faction with someone, you could use him to go and work it out. So I think maybe if there's like a bounty or something. All right, so let's use Tiger, myself, and let's go talk to this person. I'm trying to figure out who she is. Lecco, excuse me, how's life here? It could be worse, I guess. Then it could be better too, I guess. Well, we've got a new settlement out in the reaches of the Holy Empires, or the Holy Nation and Empire's eyes. Really, whereabouts? Not far. It's well protected and food and shelter. New settlers are always welcome. This is because I'm running a mod to where you can recruit people who are walking around. So I don't think our base is good enough yet, or have we built up reputation with her so that she will join. I think it's like if you have beds and you have buildings to where they feel safe, they will go in there. Can I man this? Or is this illegal? I should probably have saved it before I did it. Let me see. I think it's F4 is the save button. Yes. Wait, no. That was an autosave. Is it F5? All right, cool. All right, so F5 is the save. So it does look like we could use these turrets here, which is cool. So we're We're gonna bounce in here though. Whoa, is this game on like really fast or something? He was like, yeah, it was. All right, so let's turn down the speed so I can show you this. So what's cool is they have these little shops here, and their goods will respawn after a certain amount of time. So are you looking for building materials? So I have some engineering questions. That'll just teach you kind of some of the basics of engineering. We already know it, so we're not going to worry about it right now. Now the question becomes, should we grab some more straw so that after we research the farm, we can actually then start to plant? And I remember having that issue in the past. So I think that is what we're going to do. So we're going to have, oh no, this might be full. We might not have room for it. But Quan is strong, so we are going to have him carry as much as he can. Let's fit that going in back in here, or the Gohan. All right, cool. Because how much money do we have? 4,000. Okay, that's good to know. Advanced harpoon. Research level bench 4. That's really, really high. So cotton is something that is also very important. This allows you to, well, plant cotton, and that makes it so you can start making fabrics. So I'm going to grab this stuff as well. See, these cactuses are or cacti, they're really good for your initial food because all you need is water. Is it cacti though? I'm trying to remember. Yes. So green food I think is you make this food by boiling cactuses or cacti. And it's a really good early food source. Very cheap, very affordable because it's just money and cacti and it doesn't take much to farm. Once again, I think you have to research it. Oh yeah, these books are important as well. I kind of want to get a I kind of want to get a base set up before I start going too much into this, but I know you need those research books kind of off the bat. So let's oh dang, that used all my money. All right, let's start with this for now because I would love to get farming online so that way we can at least have some food infrastructure and I'd like to be able to get some basic mining online so we can start to build walls and some buildings. So from here, what we're going to do is, so since we sold our stuff, there was nobody, there's no inn here. So inns are a place where you can go and you can recruit people. So it's kind of a bummer that there's nothing. Oh, and that looks like they have another workshop in there as well. It's a double workshop. So these buildings spawn at random. It's kind of a cool aspect of this game is the villages are never the same. All right. So I know there's a huge bandit camp. Well, no, it's random. It's random spawns. Sometimes stuff I think is locked in forever, but who's this guy? Is this the pacifier? Yeah, it is. Okay. So now this is the world map. We're gonna go and try and figure out. So the way station. Okay, so these are major cities. And so these are the ones we at least know of now. Is the way station, the hub, which I think the hub is owned by, yes, the hub is owned by the Holy Nation. So we got to stay away from there because they do not like Quan. And then this is the Shek homeworld. And then there's some people in here. This is a very dangerous biome. There's a lot of beasts. There's some creepy dudes. But I think the land is the most fertile. So I might attempt to build a base right about here. So that way we're close to a city that is here. And then also relatively close to these cities. Try something different. In my last playthrough, I built my city here. And so this is so I was close to the Hive Nation, and as well as the Sheks. And then as close to this. It was trying to centralize it as most as possible. But this is a new biome. This was put in not in this last patch, but the patch before. So I thought this would be interesting to go and start off. So let's have our people start running. We want them to run together. So what that does is a squad-based movement. So they will run only as fast as the fastest person can run. We'll go ahead and save real quick. What we're doing now is we're running and we're paying attention to the type of nodes that we run into. You can't build near major cities. It'll give you like a block for the most part. So what we're doing here is we need a place that has, so how does, I didn't put on So here you go. I'll show you this here really quick. So this tells you the fertility of the land. So the land is relatively fertile. There's a decent amount of water, but there is no stone, there is no copper, there is no carbon. I don't know if carbon has been put into the game yet, so I don't think that's really super important now. But these first five are very important because you start in the copper age, but then you'll need to make steel. I think it's copper and iron, or maybe it's just iron. But at the end of the day, you need these two to start, and you definitely need stone. So we're going to try to find an area that has water, fertile land, stone, iron, and copper. It's weird. I'm not getting any game sound. Hmm. Yeah, it's all turned on though. Very strange. Whoa. See, this is what I was talking about, how they have those random hordes of things. It would be good to fight these things and get food if we were strong enough to be able to fight them. But these look like, see how, so this is what I was talking about. So if you lose all of your blood, you die. But you see this guy's stats, 200 and everything, he's really strong. But these pups are relatively, well, they're stronger than the base of my characters. Hmm. So I think this, even though we're six, I think this would be a really close fight. I think we might even potentially lose. Oh, interesting. So this shows you the stats that I was talking about, where it's the extremities, head. So this guy's a really strong head. That is the most bizarre. So that's where his 200 stat comes in, I guess, is he's got a really strong head. That is so weird. Oh, wow, the Shek's overall bodies are really strong. Hmm, interesting. I almost think, to be honest, I think Sheks are probably better than the Hives. Weird. Hey, let's fight these guys. I kind of want to show you the combat. We'll save, and if push comes to shove and we need to reload, not a huge deal. Uh, what we're gonna probably do is we're gonna take Quan, and what you want to do in this game is you want to combat people and you want to split. So what we're gonna do is, there's like a force attack button. Okay, unprovoked attack is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna have Kwong take on the highest level guy. I'm gonna take on a pup, and I'll do that with K10. And then Valak will tank another pup. Son of a Zich will tank another pup. And then we're going to have Emeretta once again help me attack this one. So what we're going to try to do is take down one as fast as possible and then put aggro on the others. So you can start to see here, the green numbers is the damage we're doing. Son of Zich just took a hit. Ooh, Kwong just took some nasty hits. So if you look at this here, he got all of them got punched in the head. Oofta. I guess having that high health in the head didn't necessarily hurt us that bad. Oh, okay. So Tiger just got hit. So you see it, his chest. Oofta. All right. So now the question becomes, so Kwong has hit him in the leg thus far. I might put him on block and I might have him taunt. And what that does is he's going to try to pull aggro, but now this is going to give him a huge 20 points of defense to melee. And because the reason I'm doing this is because he's taken serious damage to his chest. And so I'm doing that so that he doesn't get KO'd potentially. Now the question becomes, and I didn't look at this yet, is our stats. And so this tells you everything here. Weapons, the types that you can use, the different types of martial arts, thieving, athleticism, science. So we got, and this is so healing people, building robots, like literally building robots, repairing robots, and then science is research, and then you got your trade skills. So I'm looking here to see, do we have any good medics? Okay, so our best medic is Quan. And that's a bummer that that's what it chose me to make my best medic because they take a 20% penalty. Um, so what we'll probably do is we'll probably I'll probably have my main character, will probably myself, be our medic. And I was wondering, the reason I was even contemplating is like, should I start trying to med up in the middle of combat? Sometimes it's a good thing to do. Where's the other? Okay, Valak is fighting this dude way over here. Valak's doing work, dude. Holy cow. Let's go. All right, so what I'm really, to be honest, worried about. Okay, good, good. So this is what happened here. We just took him out because we got his. It's not his arm because these aren't considered vital organs. It's because he bled out. It's because we've done so much damage to the rest of his body. That's why he went down. So from here, let's look at Zich. He's still doing well. He's taking some serious damage. Thankfully, Valak is doing work. We're gonna switch over because the person I think who is in the greatest amount of risk is Kwang. So I'm gonna have all three of these guys go over here and help that. But before we do that, I'm gonna have K10 go over here. I don't want this guy waking up. It's a really bad problem. Oh my gosh, look how much food there is here. All right, we're gonna take. Oh, it's not okay. I wanted all this food to go in here. This is one unfortunate thing is I was using the shift click and sometimes it's just kind of buggy and it does not work well when see like look at this. Okay, so 5 it says 5 is the max stack, but it was so interesting was because I saw the number go up to 6. So now he's dead. He's no longer KO'd because we've skinned him more or less. So now he's straight up dead. He won't recover in the middle of combat when we're fighting someone else and potentially punch us in the back. And that's why I chose to do that. Oofta. Oh man, he's got a massive cleave attack. Did you see that? Oh no. So for some reason he's not holding aggro. So we're gonna take him off block since it seems like he's mauling the rest of us. Ooh. So it looks like K10 just got hit hard. So she was stunned. All right. Oh, he just did a swiping attack and took down 3 of us. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. So this might have been a mistake. I wanted to show you guys combat, but this is how combat is in this game, dude. Combat in this game is brutal. Now let's just hope that Valak and oh no, did Valak get taken out? No, he's got stunned, it looks like. And we're at a mild disadvantage because we're wearing these backpacks. So let's see how Son of a Zich, he still hopefully doesn't get hit in the chest anytime soon. Whoa. Bandits. Hopefully these guys don't attack me. Wait, are these guys aggro? If they're aggro, this is going to suck because then they can loot us. It has a red thing over them, but they might not be hungry enough to attack us right now. But do you see how many bandits there are? Like, this is just like a group, right? So if you look at their stats, they're about similar to us, and there's a lot of them. 6, so 12. And this is what I was talking about, the difficulty of this game being intense, and then why you have to set up a base early and then set up defenses early. Because think about this, like there'd be no way for me to be able to win against these guys. So we're gonna have Valak over here. We're gonna hope that these guys aren't angry. But if they are, it's going to suck. We're gonna put this here. So jobs. What I just clicked is I told Son of a Zich to go and just heal us. Oh, he doesn't have a med kit, which is a bummer. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have who has our med kits? Let's look. Okay, so Quan has one. We're gonna give this to Son of a Zich, and we're gonna have Son of a Zich come and heal me. And I'm hoping what this will do is, oh no, oh no, the worst possible thing. The bandits were mad and they attacked us, and this is really terrible because now they can loot us. But guys, this will be part 1. Just to kind of give you a rundown of the game and creation and how dangerous this world can be. We're going to probably take it up from the save point in the next one. I did want to just show you guys combat before we left, and we won the combat mostly because one of the herbivores just ran away, and I don't know if he was spooked or if that's part of the mechanic. We did kill the 3 pups, which was good. It gave us access to food, but it made us way too wounded when these bandits attacked us. But with these backpacks that we're wearing, we're just not in a good place to fight 12 bandits in the first place. What we would have done here is if these 12 bandits, if we would have saw them, we would have ran back to town and we would have fought them with the guards in the town because it's way too dangerous to fight them by ourselves right now because this game is brutal. It's no hand holding. It's no uh, take it easy on you, give you some easy stuff at the beginning. It spawns you in a random place. Terrible things can happen to you, and terrible things can happen to you really fast. And it's very steamrolly like that too. And yeah, it's brutal. I don't even know if we'll be able to get to the swamp. That's the thing. Well, I'll have to think about that off camera. We might just try to build like a little new base just to start here next to one of the outposts. So that way we can use one of the factions to help us buffer some of the early bandit attacks or maybe even potential cannibal attacks. Because you see this, we can't fight 12 guys. Our guys aren't skilled enough. Like Quan is our best warrior by far, and he's still I don't even know. I'm wondering if he could take 2 bandits by himself. I think he would still struggle because you saw what happened when we were fighting that herbivore, dude. It's brutal. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.